Last night, I designed a machine for factions that would give you a kit in return for a key. However, there was something fatally wrong with this design. If I put the key into the dropper, I press the button, and normally the kit would be dispensed from this dropper, but you can just reach into it and take them all for yourself. So this morning, I went onto my phone and remodeled this in a way that's not only much more compact, but it solves that issue. So this is what I'm going to be showing you guys how to build today. So let's get out a key. I am living in your walls, I am living in your walls. But here's the key. And we put it in this dropper, and when you press it, as you can see, that dropper fires, but the key is then sent into this barrel where the staff of your faction server would be. So, let's put the key into the dropper. So I just have all the keys in that dropper for testing purposes. And yeah, so I'm going to be showing you how to build this. What you'll need is 5 pieces of redstone dust, 2 redstone repeaters. So actually I should probably be getting counted amounts of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 repeaters. So that's 2. 1 redstone comparator, 1 redstone torch, 1 hopper, 1 observer, and 3 droppers, and 8 blocks of choice for the redstone in the back, and the amount of ice and glass depends on how many of these modules you build next to each other. See how these ones are right next to each other, and this is also a design that fits within a 3 wide area. So I'm going to grab my block of choice, which will be lime concrete, and show you guys how to build this thing. That is powder. I apparently suck at Minecraft's inventory, but I have found that nonetheless. And what you want to start with is basically just get your concrete and make a number 8. So we have our 8, and have our dropper facing towards where you want the redstone to be, and the dropper on top facing towards where the player using the machine will be. And the next dropper goes facing down to the left of the dropper that goes into the circuit. And that is all our droppers. Place the hopper directly against this dropper inside the circuit, and that is the only hopper you place. And now for our blocks of choice, 1, 2, 3, right here, and have 1 going up like this, well 2 going up like this, and have 1 directly down from here in that corner. Now we get out our redstone dust and place them in all these areas, and coming off this hopper, redstone comparator, and a repeater right here. And then we want our observer facing towards that piece of redstone dust, so that's where its face is. Perfect. Now we have 2 more blocks here, and then redstone dust there, and that is all our redstone dust, and our repeater, and that is all our repeaters. And now have a torch directly under that hopper. And that is the hopper passcode system redstone complete. But now what we want to get is the item that we will be using for our key. So I tend to use a tripwire hook because they actually somewhat look like a key. So you can rename it to whatever you want. I'd just rename it to something key and then sell said named keys at a shop. So let's just name this one key. I suppose I could have just took them from the model I made to show you right here, but anyways, what we'll do is put the key inside of the dropper at the bottom and place a button, I prefer polished blackstone, on the back of the dropper. Now what we want is get 18 of these keys, 18, and put them in the first slot of the hopper. So now, if that key goes in there, wait, not yet. We still need 4 dummy items, for which I will use end crystals, because they're not something someone's generally going to get their hands on. And you want 4 of those. And then we'll just rename it, and then you can just rename it to complete gibberish, just something that's not going to be guessed anytime soon. So I'm just going to make it look like a cat had a stroke on my keyboard. There we go. And go over and spread those throughout the other unused slots in the hopper. And that is the dropper system complete. So now when you press this button with nothing in it, as you can see, nothing should happen. If you put a random item in there, nothing happens. But if you put the key in there, it is shot out of there, which is what we want, and this dropper activates. So now what we want is to get shulker boxes. I'm going to use whatever corresponds with the module and fill it up. And now get our block of choice. Make a ring like this. And now get a trap door. And place it. I actually want a birch one. Anyways, what you do is place it right there, and no matter how many times you flick the trap door, you're not going to access that dropper. So let's actually give ourselves a floor here to stand on. So now, if we... Yep, that's already filled. What the hell has gone wrong? I didn't put a key in it. I'm very smart, guys. So, not only... did that just activate twice? No, it activated once and then caught it. I think you can just put a ladder there. Let's do that. But the key has been deposited down here, so that is all our redstone completed. So I'll just put that back in there first, so I'll be able to test it the next time. And directly 2 blocks under there, under that dropper facing down, we're going to put blue ice. So that's 1, 2, and there we go. Just in the 3rd block down. Gauss. Ah, yes, my favorite window material. Ah, yes, Gauss, my favorite window material. I'm so smart. And just have the glass going as far as you like, depending on how many modules we are. But we're only using 1 module for this little test. So I'll just come right out to the side of here and have that ice going like that. Let's just go 1 more to allow the water to actually flow far enough for the system to work. So we're going to get our stone slab, and we're going to get our water. And the reason it has to be like 1 away is because the water has to actually take the curve. So place the water directly under the dropper where we had that ice. And as you can see, it flows towards here. And this is where we will put a barrel. I'm using the warped barrel from the charm mod. And right under the stone slab is where I will put a hopper. So this is where our keys will be going. So now, if I press this button with the key in it, that has gone up there. Let's cover that all up. Now you actually can't access the dropper at all. And the key has gone into this barrel. So put the key into the dropper, not there. Press the button. You're given a shulker box, and the key is sent into our barrel, and you can continue this as many times as you would like. You can just put dividing lines in between. So there could be a dropper, there could be a module, I guess, to the left of it. There could be one to the right of it. There could be however many you want. And this glass here is equivalent to this glass here, I believe. I think that would be on that side. Oh geez, it would just be running through there. I think for the last module, you'd rather have it coming off right here, but that's self-explanatory. It's just however many. So if this was the last one, this is what you do. If it was the first one, that's when it would have this thing, and it would just all connect to each other like that. And that's really all there is to this. That's all there is to this redstone system. So I hope you like this tutorial, and sorry for whatever mistakes I made. I suck at making tutorials, and